Day interview this month.
Patriot burp. All right, everybody. Very must-see article right here. And I'll have a video that's after all my talkings. I'll make it quick. A lot of times when you try to tell people that Disney is evil and doing some really bad things and doing a lot of really nefarious stuff with their movies, and I also think that Disney is performing psychological operations on children in a subtle way through a lot of really intricate studies they've done with psychologists. You know that they've employed or you've got these social scientists, but just think about being Disney, lots of money, want to continue that legacy, and I'm going to tell you this stuff right here is going to shake. It should shake people that think that Disney is anything good. All right, I'm just a little bit heated because of the fact of the video that's going to come out right here after this thing I get talking about, and some of the things we're fixing to read about. Disney activism partner tells LGBTQ employees that DeSantis and Republicans want to kidnap gay people's children. Okay, this is an article that I ran across, but this is puts it in words very well. Journalist Christopher Rufo obtained video from inside Disney's meeting room about Florida's new parental rights bill. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis on Monday signed into law HB 1557, a measure that forbids instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity to children in grades pre-K through grade 3. Excuse me again, that is a patriot burp. All right, the legislation states that classroom instruction by school personnel and third parties on sexual orientation and gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grades 3 or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students in accordance with the state standards. Democrats falsely labeled the anti-grooming measure Don't Say Gay bill. The word gay doesn't appear in the legislation at all. Disney had a meeting about the parental rights bill after vowing to fight in court. Disney's activism partner Nadine Smith of Equality Florida told that's the name of the thing, of Equality Florida told LGBTQ employees that Governor DeSantis, his spokesperson Christina Pascal, and Republicans want to erase gays, criminalize gay people's existence, and kidnap gay people's children. And so, an executive producer for Disney, Latoya Revenue, I don't know how you say that last name, please stick with me for a second, said her team implemented a not at all secret gay agenda. And is regularly adding queerness to children's programming. This isn't all your Disney stuff, okay? All your Disney movies, all the things that they're trying to produce, they are adding little pieces in there, little by little. And as your age progresses and your child is constantly watching Disney movies because she loves them Disney movies because they're put it on the screen, set your kid there, do what you want to do. They're watching Disney, leave them alone. It's Disney. It's fine, okay? Every day goes by, those kids keep watching the programs, and the programs will morph as the children grow, and they know this social state. They know how to tailor these shows throughout the years. Think about Hannah Montana. Whenever your little 3-year-old started watching Hannah Montana, as your 3-year-old grew and Hannah Montana grew, Hannah Montana kept growing, and so did your 3-year-old. And next thing you know, they're naked on a wrecking ball licking a darn sledgehammer. That would be a Miley Cyrus video, by the way. So think about that, okay? All right, let's go back. I'm not done yet. Stick with me for a minute here. By the way, the Disney Corporation president, Carrie Burke, this is the Disney Corporation president. This is the one who calls the shots. Carrie Burke said she supports having LGBTQ characters in her stories. Carrie Burke said that all of her children are queer and transgender, so she supports Disney showing having as many LGBTQ members as possible. Earlier this month, 108 people were arrested in a human trafficking sting operation in Central Florida. According to Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, 4 Disney employees were among the people arrested in the sting. And if you want to go back a little bit more, do your little bit of research on Ghislaine Maxwell, and you will find many instances where she is involved in a lot of Disney activities, where they have a big old thing, and then Mickey Mouse comes running out. You'll see Ghislaine Maxwell in the back hanging out with all the crew, okay? So, The video that I was going to put after this, I hope you've stuck with me long enough, but this is just bothers me. So I really want people to understand some of the little ways that they're messing with the youth to get their way. Here comes the video. God is in control. Lots of love. Articles in the comments, descriptions, and stuff. You can check it out and see for yourself. I'm out.
To the 50s, to the Johns Committee, where the legislature was coverage. But the context is also who is pushing it, what their record is, and what the history is in Florida. You know, you can go back to the 50s, to the Johns Committee, where the legislature was actively put together a task force whose whole job was to root out civil rights workers and any homosexuals in the university system. They destroyed lives. Literally, people committed suicide behind the relentless attack. And then you have Anita Bryant, and many of us are of an age to remember Anita Bryant's Save Our Children campaign, which was premised on the same ideas that undergird this bill. And because of her campaign that equated being gay with being a child predator, she was able to pass a ban on gay people being able to adopt, a marriage ban, and then she took that nationwide. And so when we react to this, a lot of us are reacting from the pain we experienced of being isolated and stigmatized in school. But we're also reacting from the reality that when they can erase you, when they can criminalize your existence, when they can demonize who you are, the next step is to criminalize you and take your kids. And we're already seeing that in Texas. So the slippery slope between these ugly messages, emanating from legislative leaders in our state, and then amplified by our governor, whose spokesperson immediately began calling everyone who opposed this bill groomers, AKA pedophiles.